Yo,
playing.
yo,
Y'all playing the
yo,
man that
what
is
is
him.
going on? This is Unbounded once again. I'm your host as always, the true. Got my boy, the outlier, Cody kicking off Raw.
Not surprising. You see that other tweet I sent you that you laughed at?
What you gonna laugh at?
I got you. Hold on.
I'm laughing so much on the
You
on the
said
stage.
sincerely from Andy Murray. Shout out to Andy
Oh yeah,
Murray.
yeah, 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 yeah.
Sincerely, I cannot wait for Cody Rhodes' big, cheesy, melodramatic, over-the-top promo on Raw tonight. Double the pyro budget, fire up the elevator, baby. Walk out already crying.
No, Cody's going to cry at least twice in this promo tonight. And I even say it as a hater. I love Cody.
So he said, I hope he just reads the Declaration of Independence while. Listen, no, here's the thing. Let me finish. It says, I hope he just reads the Declaration of Independence while drinking a Mountain Dew pitch black.
No, man, just had this man come out there and read the preamble. We the people
Shut up.
of the United States, in order to form a more perfect union. Yeah, get that Cody Crown fight. Y'all know the meme.
And he yells the rest of it at the end.
Dog. Shout out to Cody Rhodes winning the Royal Rumble for the first time. I
For
think
real.
he's the first of his family to do so.
Yeah.
I don't think Dusty's ever done it.
Dusty's been multiple-time world champion, but never.
Not in WWE.
Yep. Well.
That's the one belt that's been avoiding the family and avoiding the family because technically Cody's a world champion himself.
Technically, yeah. Ring of Honor, Impact. Well, yeah.
NWA.
I feel like that too.
He won it all in, right?
All in, yeah. He won it from Nick Aldis.
Which, if you ever wanted to watch All In, is actually on YouTube.
Like all of it.
The entire pay per view.
Was that? I was thinking about that. I was looking back at it.
It finds me like at least once a month. I'll wake up.
All in.
All In's on, and it's always like in the middle of like the MJF match or like I think the Briscoes are up there, right?
No, it was MJF and Matt Cross was the first match.
Yeah, I remember that.
It was Tessa, Britt,
that name.
Chelsea, and Deanna in a four-way. Christopher Daniels fought Stephen Amell.
I do remember that.
That was a really good.
And Hangman was wrestling somebody.
Hangman fought Joey Janela. Only to get it was.
And that was the
return of that
Joseph guy.
Yeah, that guy we're not going to talk about. Yeah, and then Nick Aldis fought. Help me out. Cody. God. Oh, I can get that out. Kenny Omega
we just talked about it.
Kenny Omega.
That's when he won the belt.
Kenny Omega fought Pentagon for the first time.
And Jericho attacked Kenny.
Yes. Okada fought.
You said fart.
You know what I know what I said.
I'm so childish.
Okada fought the villain.
Oh.
Yeah.
That other guy that we can't really talk about too much.
Yeah, he fought him.
No, that's not the sound for him. That's the sound of the police.
I ain't gonna hold you. I was thinking about that theme the other day, and the theme kind of hit.
It does.
I'm not gonna lie.
Speaking of that villain guy, he was some like surfer dude at Impact at first.
Was he?
I was watching it was one day Impact has that little channel on Tubi.
Yeah.
And it was on in my room, and it was one of those little things where they were trying to find the next Impact star or whatever.
Yeah.
And it was him. And I can't remember who he was wrestling, but he was not the villain.
Still, I was thinking.
And it was weird because I was like, this can't be Marty Scurll.
Well, we're gonna get canceled. You just said his name.
If I want to get canceled, say Marty Scurll. Go ahead and cancel me, man. I
was kidding, bro.
I'm trying to get canceled 3 times this year. Kenny Olivier.
Yeah. But yeah,
that should do it.
But yeah, no, but his theme always hit to me.
Oh yeah,
it really did.
Michael, listen to Marty's.
Yeah.
No,
you can't tell me his theme didn't hit.
I will play that junk in the gym tomorrow. Don't play with me.
Shit, I bet you won't play it right now.
We're on TikTok. Hold on.
You won't play. You won't do it. You won't do it.
I won't.
You won't. I don't think you will. Wait, is there copyright for it? Can you play it? Can you play it? Is there no copyright for it?
That's all you get.
Okay.
Nah, you get one. Whoop whoop!
Look at you hitting the boop boop off the.
Too early. The only time you hear me say that is that for that. I ain't saying it for them clown people.
Yeah.
Lead that to that clown that jumps off of stuff and to just tear his body up like an idiot. We don't like that guy around here though.
No, not around here.
We don't care about no juggalos and juggalettes.
That beat drop on that song was amazing.
Oh, absolutely.
That is low key. Honestly, what are your top 5 favorite themes of all time? Because that's honestly one of them. Is maybe not 5. It's definitely
Slow
10.
Chemical.
Where's that?
That's Kane.
Is that 10 or 5? Are we doing a 5 or 10?
I'm just doing 5.
I just found a new tournament, by the way.
All right, we'll set it up for next time.
Okay.
But I'm gonna just go off 5 that are just like hitting me like
right now.
They're not necessarily my favorites because I can't think.
But you are. But the five themes
that,
from all time that you constantly find yourself thinking about.
Slow Chemical.
Okay.
Kingdom.
Yes.
Radio.
Oh. Zack Ryder.
Yes.
Okay.
Ricky Starks theme song.
I'm
sorry, that's just so catchy, dog. And 5.
It does it.
I'm sorry. Glorious. I wake up to it every morning.
No, that
Glorious Domination.
Oh my gosh, that
every morning.
That era was so dope. That era of Glorious Bobby Roode was absolutely amazing.
2023, and I still wake up to Glorious Domination
that
every
era
morning.
was absolutely amazing. That debut,
even at work, if I set a timer at work,
you just hear go.
And it's so funny because I set it. I was in another room last school year, and I set my timer because I usually set my timer to go get a kid in class, and I left my phone in the classroom, and the phone, my alarm goes off, and I come back down, and she's just like, "I like your thing. I like your alarm." I was like, "Oops."
So for me, Glorious. Now that you brought that up, Glorious, Kingdom. You should have seen me. I was rocking out the Kingdom with.
When he came in May for Raw, because you remember, I don't think we've never got to hear his song in AEW.
No.
In person because he didn't wrestle when we went down to Charlotte.
No, he wasn't there.
And then he was there. No, he was there for Charlotte.
Right.
He just got into a fight with Malachi.
Yeah.
He wasn't there in Norfolk.
Yeah, the week before, because the week before he kicked him. He did the black like Malachi had just debuted. And he attacked them.
Right. So we never got to hear his theme song actually go off in
or the pyro
AEW.
and the elevator that goes with it.
The Cody Vader. Now it's like the the House elevator because he's the only one that uses it now.
Shout out to
shout out to Will House.
You know for a fact
that get that man a belt.
You know for a fact that was definitely Cody. Cody had his hands on that because
the people that Cody had around him.
Yeah.
You could legit start a company with Ricky Starks,
Hobbs, yeah,
a Go-Go, because Go-Go is part of the. If I'm not mistaken, he's part of that Nightmare Factory. And they've been on AEW, but they're not they're not signed. They're trained by QT, the Renegades.
Yeah,
and it's a lot of amazing talent that are coming out of the Nightmare Factory.
So what did I say? I said Glorious, Rebel Heart.
Dang, Rebel Heart, the OG Rebel Heart.
Yeah, OG Rebel Heart.
That's just like a remix off of the DIY thing. But
yeah,
that's neither here or there.
What did I say? Glorious, Rebel Heart. Rhea's old thing, Brutality.
This is my brutality.
Yeah, that's 3. Then Kingdom. No,
You
actually,
said Kingdom, didn't you?
no. Did I say Kingdom?
Yeah, you said
All right,
Kingdom, yeah.
then the other side, and then Adam Cole's thing. Adam Cole's current thing.
I'm not a big fan of Adam Cole's current thing.
I love
I
it.
thought, honestly,
It seems like the
the
perfect.
Undisputed Era theme song and his Ring of Honor theme song, which now I don't see why they don't go back to have something.
I'm surprised. That no.
Matter of fact,
What was
let's
it?
do it. Tony Khan, I'm going to tag you in this video. Now that you have the rights to Ring of Honor, what is the holdup for giving Adam Cole "I Have Something for You"?
Oh, also,
The streets want it because
Yeah.
I want it.
oh, also as a sentimental pick.
Go Jags.
As a sentimental pick. As a sentimental pick because recently, the more and more I kept hearing it, it was always dope, and I always liked it. The Briscoes thing.
Yeah.
Honestly, like for real, I always liked it.
So
I did like it.
Bray Wyatt's first thing was up there. So it's gonna be up there too.
Yes.
Because I don't know if you didn't watch SmackDown on Friday, but Eli came out to it.
and it still hits, doesn't it?
Dog. And it just came out of the blue. I was just sitting there, and it boom. I looked. I was like, "Wait, what is happening right now?"
That
Because it
bass
came right
kicks,
out of
man.
commercial break. I was like,
That kicks too.
what the heck?
I was gonna
I
say
ain't heard this in like
that
5 years.
that and the Fiend version of it too was hit pretty hard too. So yeah,
This new one is pretty dope too.
yeah, I gotta hear all of it though. Oh, Aleister Black's theme.
No man is ever truly good.
Yeah,
Yeah, we're gonna do. You think we could do 64?
64 themes of all time.
Yeah.
In all companies.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
All right, we do it.
Absolutely.
We're gonna do it. 64. Looking at trying to get that next week. I hopefully I can find a
Actually,
decent app.
Here, put it this way.
And we're gonna actually have the bracket on the screen while we
Put
do
it this way. I'm gonna make this promise because he I'm gonna do this every week in March. This is just a suggestion. What if every week in March you define a new tournament?
I'm with it.
Because we still have
Cause
plenty.
we still
have
got to do the
plenty
gospel
of
music
tournaments.
We still got to do the gospel music tournament.
We have plenty of, like I said, because there are definitely songs we left off of that.
Dog.
There are
There's
too
songs.
many
There are
songs we
songs
left
that
off.
I'm like listening to now.
There are too
like
many songs.
I've been
left.
listening to
Too
gospel
many.
music like nonstop for the last 3 weeks, and I'm like, dog.
To see what you missed.
I forgot about this song. Oh snap! Why do I have never heard this song before? It's so many classics, bro.
Yeah.
It's insane.
There's that. Then there's wrestling theme songs. Then have we done a rappers?
I don't think we have, but we can always go back and do another one.
Yeah. Wait. No. Did we do rappers or song?
And hopefully we can do it when Breon is available, so he can be up here because we definitely need that. We're definitely gonna need tiebreakers.
Or we do know a third, as far as music goes.
Well, yeah, send me definitely for music. For wrestling theme songs, because I don't think City.
I know. But I'm just saying. Well, we have a boy, a king.
Okay. So we can't get Breon. We could definitely get a king.
Yeah.
We'll definitely have. I really want to start having some people on, so that's definitely something that's going to happen. Let's go ahead and get to the Royal Rumble.
First of all, called it. I said Rhea was gonna win.
So
Well, we both did.
I went back
I
and
feel like there was no
watched-
doubt in our mind.
I
that Rhea
went back
was
and
gonna win.
watched. We both called the match. Both winners.
Yeah.
Mostly
Mostly because
you had some of the surprises down pat. You called Booker T.
Yeah. Because he was already there. We didn't get Wade like you predicted.
Yeah, I was wrong there. I think the NXT predictions for the woman, I think we were spot on with.
Yeah, Roxy, Roxanne, no Gigi, but Indy Hartwell.
Was there.
So, which means we could get the way soon because both Candice and Johnny were in it.
True.
And Austin Theory is still there. So,
I really feel like they're waiting for Tommaso to get back
yeah.
to bring back DIY.
I kind of want the way back though.
DIY, I think is his peak form.
Yeah, both.
Give me
DIY.
DIY.
I could go both.
Maybe FTR might be coming back. I mean, if
There's only
WWE
one.
can really bring this tag team division back
There's
to
only
really compete with
there's only one
AEW and
group of
Impact.
people. There's only one group of people on the planet right now. I think should be Ring of Honor World Champions. If obviously the Briscoes can't.
That is fair.
There's only one group of
That
people
is going to
right
be
now.
a very tough situation now with
Literally.
that being the situation.
Literally.
But let's just say if
Like,
they do
because
that-
no offense to the Bucks, like the only other than them, other than the
what
Bucks,
other teams are there legit?
the
In,
Guns, the Motor City Machine Guns. Like people keep forgetting they're together. And
but they
good.
are they in Impact?
Yeah, and they're currently the Impact Tag Champs. Let them do the thing where they get all the belts because they're tag champs, Impact Tag Champs, and they're strong tag champs. So why not just send it?
Yeah.
Give them put the Ring of Honor belts
But
on.
let's just say FCR the Revival does return. Then there's been rumblings about possibly AOP with Paul Ellery.
Okay.
That the division could really be great within the next few months, and especially if they want to bring up the Creeds. The Creeds versus the Revival would be pretty fun.
Yeah, but I'm just saying.
The Creeds versus anybody would be fun.
But you see where the dilemma is.
Yeah. I mean, look, it's going to be very interesting seeing where things go over the next few months.
Because I'm not gonna lie to
You
you.
don't know what's going to happen.
Yeah. Because I'm not gonna lie to you. I think with Jay
I
Briscoe,
think the Jay Briscoe thing.
Jay Briscoe's passing really kind of left a big hole, not just in Ring of Honor, but in tag teams in general.
Yeah.
You know.
You just lost one half of one of the greatest tag teams of the generation. So that's definitely a dilemma
Shout out to Mark Briscoe for that eulogy yesterday.
I haven't seen it yet.
It was on brand. Put it that way. It was on brand.
It was about what you expected to see from Mark.
Yeah.
Okay.
Well, that and like not something I want to say I didn't expect, but it was very. It was good. It was. Good.
If anybody's going to do a great job,
he did
doing your eulogy, it's going to be your brother.
Yeah.
Somebody that's been there with you through thick and thin.
Yeah, it was good.
A lot of people, they just know Jay Briscoe for being Jay Briscoe, but this man knows Jamin Pugh before he was ever Jay Briscoe.
Yeah. Yeah. I'm gonna show you a clip.
That TikTok video did really set my world off.
I'm gonna show you a clip of it when we're done.
Back to the Royal Rumble. Started off with the men's match, and honestly, there was a lot of really good moments in this match, man.
I think you want to just talk about the one everybody really cares about. Well, that one that went viral.
Talking about the Logan Paul.
Yeah.
And I told my coworker today that was the closest thing that we're ever going to get to Jake Paul versus Andrew Tate.
That's a shitty take.
Is it really?
Is it? It is.
Well, you got Jake's
I know what it means. I know what it means. I just know, why are we making that comparison? Why?
Because that's the closest thing you're going to get to it.
Why do we want that? Why is that something we want?
I never wanted it, but people wanted it.
Well, those people need therapy.
Well, I support that.
I don't think that's something I wanted.
Well,
I necessarily would have liked to see.
I didn't say you. Clearly, I know that that's not something that you want.
I did not want to see that.
Well,
I did not. I was very. Is Logan Paul good at this? I feel like
it's water wet.
Yeah, so he's good at this. So now I just need to see him. I just need to see him work a technical classic, and then we're good. When
you have people that you know are usually people to really hate modern wrestling singing your praises. Yes, I'm talking about James E. right now. That's his name. If you listen to his theme song for the experience, it's James E. That's the first words in the theme song. But him and Brian Last was like, yeah, he's legit. And then him eliminating Seth Rollins definitely sets up something really big.
That's a Mania
between him, and that's gonna be really good.
That's a Mania match. Because
we saw that he got great matches out of everybody. He got a great match with The Miz, who they hate. Like, I was listening to his review, and his notes when The Miz came out was like, "Why? How has The Miz been here for 15 years?" It's all he said about the Miz the entire review of the Royal Rumble. Like, dang, you really hate this man.
I mean, I'm not a huge fan of the Miz.
Oh, no, I'm not.
But
I'm not a big fan of the Miz,
but I understand.
his
Yeah,
opinion.
I understand how he's how people like him.
I mean, his
I know that stuff
Intercontinental
he was.
Championship run, and you know what's run is talking
Yeah.
about was absolutely legendary.
I thought the stuff he was doing with Dexter was pretty funny.
Even though I did hate the fact that he won that belt away from Zack Ryder.
He what?
That was that.
Oh,
reign
yeah, no, I
started
hate
for winning against Zack Ryder.
Yeah, like the night after he won in that
The
great
night
match.
after he won, that man lost it. I was like, Zack Ryder can never catch a break.
No, that was right after we kind of let him go.
Well, he stayed around about for another 2 or 3 years because he won the tag team
I'm
titles
saying
with,
when he stopped being over for a bit. Well, not that he was never not over.
well,
But
Zack
you know
Ryder
what I
is going to
mean.
be Zack Ryder forever.
I mean, you know the period I'm talking about.
Yeah. All you gotta hear is woo woo woo.
Oh, radio,
Big Pops.
tell me everything you know. I think he was using that in
another
GCW.
Like, I know a lot of people weren't happy with the fact that he was eliminated so quick, but I was impressed with how he got eliminated, Montez. That
Yeah,
man
he
got
landed on his
eliminated
feet.
on his feet, and the funny thing was, he got eliminated right in front of his father-in-law.
Yeah. No, Bianca posts on Instagram like my
Right.
daddy looking at him saying, "You had one job." That's foul.
You got to bring the other belt to the family, man. What you doing?
Yeah,
You're trying to be a power couple out this piece.
but he was looking great in there though.
I mean,
For as long
Montez
as he
is
was.
Montez is gonna be Montez. I think Montez within the next 2 years is definitely gonna be a legit major player
So
in singles competition. Right now, he's definitely a major piece in the tag team division.
yeah,
Which, like I said before, I have a feeling that it's going to be even a bigger situation if these major acquisitions happen over the next few months.
yeah.
I'm definitely looking forward to seeing because you got, like I said, the Viking Raiders, Street Profits, Hit Row, who I think are really starting to find their groove again because I think that heel turn was necessary.
So they're
And
who's
Greg-
in heels now?
Hit Row's Hills,
Okay.
and so really that flop, that botch is probably a great thing to happen to Top Dollar because it's really helped him to open up a different side that we haven't really seen. Which I mean, if you know who AJ is, you know it could be in it. And it's not too many dudes that's going to try to step on him. It was in the league. 5 years in the NFL, played for Washington, the Dolphins, the Patriots, Giants, Seahawks. What you gonna say? What you gonna say to AJ? Shout out to my girl B-Fab, boy. She was looking good, and she was out there killing it in the Rumble.
Shout out to Dom for being a menace.
Dom, dog.
Shout out to for 2 reasons.
Who's hating on Dom now?
One for
Let's
lasting.
see.
One for lasting as long as he did, and only to get eliminated by Cody, which was like he was like the last 7.
Dog, I can tell you from firsthand experience, the heat that Dom gets is insane.
It is. It's brilliant.
I think
It's
I really
gorgeous.
feel like there's not too many people right now in WWE that gets the heat that he does. Roman,
Other than Roman.
clearly Roman.
Yeah.
We'll get to Roman a little bit, with maybe Logan Paul when he came out there.
Yeah. But then Logan, it kind of turned when Logan did that thing.
But Dom is getting like heat.
He is
Like,
but it's so good.
Yes, when we were there, they had that big match. It was like a 3-on-3 was Judgment Day versus. No, it was the 8-on-8 mixed match. It was real. It was kind of chill. It wasn't really a lot of noise going on with anybody else in the ring. As soon as Dom tagged in, boom! And all I could do was just sit there and laugh. I was like, "This guy is on
He's
it.
got it.
He's
got it.
he's been struggling to find his spot.
This is where he's
But
at. Just being a
Judgment Day
man.
has been the best thing to him.
That's
Putting
what
him with
but we
Rhea
knew that.
is the greatest thing that happened this man's career.
But we knew that though.
Yeah.
We knew as soon as it's
people
gonna
were
happen.
waiting on that turn.
As soon as it's
And
gonna
the turn
happen, we were like,
and then
yes.
You align him with Judgment Day. You put him with Rhea Ripley.
Yes.
You got
And
money.
not just Rhea, because we know Rhea's good. But mind you, he's in a faction with 2 other veterans.
Two veterans that are
like
definitely helping.
that know how to play heels, that
Yeah,
know how to be really good heels.
right.
You
And
know?
then him already just being a punchable face.
Yeah.
Because I'm gonna be honest with you, if Don was sitting right next to us right now, I probably want to punch him in the face too.
I probably tap him up first. It's like,
Okay,
tell me some,
I,
tell me some
I
story.
pull a Lacey Evans. I go for the high five and I punch him in the
No, I'm
face.
saying, I'll be like, tell me a story
Oh,
about, tell me a story about you and Rhea.
let me see what I'm talking about. Who passed away?
Oh, he's talking about Kevin didn't want to be at the at Raw 30 because after his son passed.
Okay, I understand that.
Because he said he didn't want he said he didn't want people saying, "Hey, sorry for your loss," the whole time, which is fair.
So evidently people are mad because Ziggler wasn't in the Rumble.
What, he wasn't.
Mm-mm.
So
There was a lot of people missing in the Rumble, and people wanted surprises. At this point,
but then again, if those people weren't in it, would they really be surprised? Because it's not like you don't see them.
can we just go ahead and talk about that? Because I think we gotten too hung up on surprises, and then what was it after the 2021 Rumble?
I feel like the only legit surprise was the fact that Michelle McCool came out the crowd like she did.
Yeah, after the 2021 Rumble, I think it was a Rumble. There was a article, and I want to say it was Sidgwick that wrote it, and I think it was either Sidgwick or somebody in What Culture that wrote an article about WWE relying on older wrestlers.
I remember this.
Was it Sedgwick?
I don't know. I think it was.
So,
But I remember this article.
Now
because it got
you don't have that same situation.
Right.
Dom is younger than us.
Dom is 25. Dom is 25.
Is Dom really 25?
Dom is 25. Rhea's 26.
Wait,
she
I
just had
was
a
really
birthday.
about to say, is Dom older than us or younger than us?
He is younger.
So Dom is 20, like you said.
Dom's 25. Rhea's 26.
So
I, for some reason, thought Rhea was older. Dom was older than Rhea.
There was a lot of younger talent in this match.
A lot.
And when you're starting, and I took this from Alfred Conowell.
Oh, Nia was also a surprise.
But Nia was a big surprise, and I'm still conflicted. But
why are you conflicted?
Because of how messy she was during her release. So she got released. You saw a lot of people were like, they took it the right. They went about it the right way. They were like, "Thank you for my opportunity. Now the real work begins and whatnot." And I'm like, "All right, that's cool." She went out here and was like, "I know there's a whole bunch of people in the WWE that fake their vaccine." I was like, "Why are you saying that? Like, what are you getting out of this, Nia?" And so that was one of the things that kind of really made me look at her a little different because I love Nia.
I bet you do.
That's my I love me some thick and stuff like me. But I love Nia. But it was just one of those things that kind of made me look at her a little different. But definitely congrats to her for making her return. Maybe we'll see if she pops up tonight or not.
Oh, well, I'll let you finish what you were saying. I had something else.
We'll get to before we get to the women, because I know it's a lot of other stuff that really popped off in the women's. Even though I still think the men's moments were a little bit bigger, I think the women's Royal Rumble was probably more well put together.
Yes. Yeah.
So both had its high points.
Yes, it did.
And that was something that I can definitely say. Chisholm Donna made a great point about last year's Rumble. If the Rumbles aren't good, it doesn't matter what goes on around like the undercard. The undercard can be absolutely amazing, but the
people are there for
the Rumbles are your bread. And if the bread doesn't look good, are you going to eat the sandwich? You might eat the sandwich if the bread looks good and there's some not so good stuff in the middle. Like the not so good thing in this event was the Bray Wyatt thing. It was some interesting stuff, but at the same time, it was very confusing. And I think what's going on is you're starting to see how many people can't deal with the idea of a very, very slow build, because that's what Bray Wyatt does. We saw this when he was doing the Firefly Funhouse. it took months before he was able to really show off who he really was, the Fiend and everything. It was just week after week. It was one episode after another episode of the Firefly Funhouse. So that's something that I've really noticed while going through everything.
What else happened? Gunther
went
was
the
on
distance. And he wasn't the only one to go to distance tonight. We'll get to the other two the distance.
Yeah.
But from number one, setting the new record for longest Rumble, I think he broke Danielson. Daniel Bryan was the.
I thought Ray was.
It depends on if they're counted or not. But Daniel Bryan beat Ray's at the greatest Royal Rumble.
Does anybody really count that? I don't.
That's what,
to me, those
it
Saudis
does have the Royal Rumble name in it, so it depends on if they're counting it or not.
I'm saying,
but
to me,
either way, Gunther has broken.
I'm gonna take a line from
point.
I'm gonna take a line from Stu Gotts. Not my personal record, but
it's a moot point nonetheless because it doesn't matter anymore.
I know that.
If you're not first, you're last. So at this point, Bryan's not first anymore.
Yeah.
So everything I just said was kind of moot.
Yeah. Plus, the Saudi shows are in their own world, and then once they're over, it's weird. It's really weird how they do that.
It's a very weird situation. But
not the Saudi situation, it's just how they'll do a build to the show happens, and they go back to everything else like it was normal, everything else didn't happen.
At a certain point, we just basically understood that it was a televised house show.
Yeah. So.
Anything else that really went down in the men's rumble before we move on?
Brock Lesnar almost killing the announce team.
I have not seen Brock Lesnar this mad since Zach Gowen.
Wow.
The way he did that, he was out there. He flashed back 2003.
Yeah, he was. I remember how he did Zach Gowen. He wasn't even mad. He was.
I almost cried. I was a Zach Gowen fan as a kid. I was watching. I was like, "What are you doing to him?"
That was crazy. Yeah, he was out there.
Yeah. That's definitely gonna. Do you think they're gonna save that for Mania, or is that gonna be
Bobby and
Elimination Chamber? Do you think they can? Do you think they can push it out?
You can go either way. Honestly,
I really want to see if they can hold this out, because I think that should be a setup for Mania.
If Brock and Bobby,
that's big enough to be Mania.
Dude, Brock and
right
Bobby have it at the.
This is what I'm guessing right now, based off what we got from Saturday.
So obviously Cody and Roman.
Cody Roman is set.
Usos, versus Sammy and Kevin.
That's my guess still.
Rhea, Bianca.
That's what my guess is.
Liv, Charlotte. Because Liv's on SmackDown, right?
I can see that. Maybe Asuka's Charlotte. Especially with this new version of Asuka. Asuka, depending on what Rhea does, I think that's going to be the setup to see where Asuka goes. Because I think Asuka is.
There's nobody right
There's
now.
nobody hotter outside of your champions in Rhea. Asuka's next.
Easily.
It's not close.
I think
and
maybe
that's
Liv.
No slight to Liv, because Liv is doing her thing.
Liv and Asuka do whatever they need to do.
Do a women's elimination chamber to set up the. So you have Bianca go ahead and choose her opponent, and you set the elimination chamber up, and then that winner takes on which would probably be Charlotte, in my opinion.
Here's what you do.
That would be how
you have Asuka get in there, right? Have her do what Shayna did. Run the gauntlet.
Yes.
Kill everybody.
Yes.
Face paint and all.
Yes.
Just.
And y'all better not complain to some, because I enjoy what Shayna did.
I enjoy what Shayna did too. I really did.
And again, I still blame y'all for her losing, even though there were no fans there. Y'all turned to her so quick that it was like, yeah, they don't like her. But
because
I'll probably cancel that for that too. Dog, it was her and Kyrie in the match, and you heard the crowd. This is boring. Like the crowd was
on the
chanting,
main
this
roster.
Is boring. Yes, on Raw.
Well, the main roster doesn't know what they want, so bunch of weirdos.
But let her run the entire. Let her open the dog one. Let her be number one. and just run through everybody.
Cause look at how she was moving. I haven't seen her move like that in years.
It was almost like she took like a Sensodyne.
She got leaner. She got leaner.
No, she was only in Japan for like 3 weeks. What you've been in Japan? What do y'all got over there?
I can't tell you that.
Nigga.
Can't tell you that. It's different over there.
So
it's different.
So what you're telling me is whatever the difference is over there, she went over there 3 weeks and got it.
I'm telling you,
and
wrestling
came back to a different form.
It's different. It's just different. Like Jay-Z said, it's just different.
Since we're on the Women's Rumble, it's time now for Triple H to really show why he was the reason why the Women's Revolution was a thing in NXT.
Yes.
At this point, you have your women that you're showcasing.
Yep.
Piper Niven is back. No more Doudrop.
Love it.
You have a hot mess in there.
Yes.
Which I think you could do some really interesting stuff with her.
Yes.
Chelsea Green.
Yes.
We just talked about Asuka coming back.
You have Alexa in there.
You have Alexa and whatever's going on with her development.
By the way, I'm here for that.
Yeah, and that's not a slight. I'm loving it, but it's just I don't know.
I love that when she was doing it the first time. All the people online made it weird.
They made it weird, but they were also supporting her financially, which is so weird because she was like one of the top selling stars in WWE.
That's what I'm saying.
It was so weird because like
that's what I'm saying. Yeah.
Speaking of which, can we just go ahead and acknowledge the fact that it's time to stop really paying attention to the IWC and what they complain about?
Yes.
Because every single time they complain about something on TV, it doesn't what they see on TV. It doesn't translate to the crowd. It doesn't translate at all. People hate. Edge came back.
I forgot about that.
People hate Lacey Evans. Or like, she's horrible, blah, blah, blah. But she had major heat when she was out there.
Right.
Everybody was crying about Nia Jax. She had a pop. Same with Braun Strowman when he came back. And still does get a pop. In a lot of cases, the IWC does not know what the entire fan base wants. And it's kind of funny to see how it's a total difference. I was there in May when Lacey came back. We were one of the first crowds that she actually came out there too. No, somebody yelled in my section, "I love you, Lacey."
I miss her old thing.
I do too.
Yeah.
Like a lady, just like a lady. You know, I don't really hate the new one. It kind of does, and I think they got something going here, and I hope this works for her. I really do, because I think that she can be a good piece to the puzzle, but just needs some consistency, and that's something that she hasn't had. She hasn't had consistency at all her main roster run.
I really feel like you could have worked that old gimmick.
Main event?
Huh?
Main event?
No, I was just thinking about you really could have worked that old gimmick.
Consistency was just not there, man.
And I know, but
and that's a lot of the issue with a lot of these characters.
I know, but
you look at Solo. Solo has been in a consistent role, and now Solo is going to be a legit star next year, late this year, next year.
No, but I'm just saying, you know the gimmick.
Yeah.
I love that gimmick. With the music and the style and all that.
Nasties.
Yeah. Anyway, I liked it.
Main event. The match was pretty good. I'm gonna need KO to stop taking those bumps though. He knew exactly what bumps I'm talking about. Again, I made this note on the review for Lucha Underground, but that man was out there looking like homeboy.
Trent Williams.
Huh?
Trent Williams.
No, homeboy that he's dropped down.
Yeah. But
speaking of which, did I send you that guy that went to Smith?
No, yeah, I saw it.
Not Keith Sweat.
Keith Sweat. No, I saw it.
And I didn't realize it, but I've seen this guy.
Have you?
Yeah. And I vaguely remember him wreaking havoc on us. in 2013 because I went to the game. Or was it 2014? It was 2014. And I remember it was like, this dude's scary. And lo and behold, now he's in the Super Bowl. As well as Ocean Lakes. I think it's Ocean Lakes.
Ocean Lakes and
Derek
Kickatee.
Nottie.
Ocean Lakes and Oscar Smith.
Yeah, Ocean Lakes is Derek Nottie. Oscar Smith is not Key Sweat, but
Jared Mayo went to Kinkleton, and then
Gerard Mayo went to Kickatee?
Huh? Yeah.
It's another guy. He plays for the Bears.
He went to Maury.
Okay, it's the guy who plays for the Bears that also went to Smith. We haven't had a Western Branch guy in the league since Dre Bly.
Be like that sometimes.
They do.
Just
Well, at least it was cool with somebody that was in the league for a cup of coffee.
yeah. So first of all, I still have a bias, but as great as the story is, still not better than my favorite story that's ongoing. But mind you, that's just my bias. But it is good. It is cinema. Both of them are cinema. I don't care. Both of these stories are absolute cinema.
This is cinema. Now, I'm
They're
not
both
as big a fan of the Golden Lover story as you are. So
it's still cinema.
I mean, no, you're not. I'm not disagreeing with you
Still
whatsoever. This is not one of those moments that we get to disagree on. We are agreeing here to an extent.
Somebody clip this.
Why? We have a lot of moments that have been clipped that we agree. But oh my gosh!
Brilliant.
And it's something insanely amazing when it's the four of us. My brother was home,
Yeah.
and so you, me, and Keenan, my brother, all just standing up right at the TV,
Watching.
almost dead silent, just watching and seeing what's going on. And then we get that one moment like, oh.
So, what is your theory on why Jay didn't jump in?
So before you sent me
That thread.
I've been this, that moment's been rolling through my head all day.
Right.
Why? So initially I was thinking that he was so disappointed in himself that he trusted Sammy. Because remember, he was the one that didn't trust him. Everybody else was like, "Yeah, Sammy's part of the crew,"
Right.
and Jay was like, "I don't like you. You smell like a snake."
Mm-hmm.
And so
He
then
almost got
one
his
day
head
happened.
knocked off. He almost got his head knocked off trying to argue with Sam.
Right.
I go back to that moment sometimes. I don't give a damn what the tribal chief say.
Dog, that moment, and then Sammy breaking the entire bloodline with one of the greatest moments of last year.
He's not feeling Uzi.
Like, and it didn't hit me because his IG name is Uzi Juicy.
Yeah.
And then when I noticed that, I was like, this idiot here.
No, that's his up, down name too. That's a funny thing.
Uzi Juicy.
No, Uzi. Just Uzi. No, it is Uzi Juicy, actually.
Uzi Juicy.
Yeah, on up, down. When he's on there. So continue with your theory.
But yeah, so that was on my thing, and then I saw what you saw. And then I was reading that, and it was saying that he had a flashback to him being Sammy.
Right.
And he just couldn't stomach the fact that he didn't have the same power that Sammy did to stand in the way of, which was his brother, which KO.
Right.
And I thought, man, that's deep. This is storytelling 103. Or maybe this is like the graduate level of storytelling. Like, this is straight grad school storytelling to me.
This is
like, forget your entry level storytelling.
This is honors.
This is your dissertation right here.
It's your dissertation.
Whoever set this all up, man, kudos to you.
Yeah. My theory is exactly what that was, because I'm thinking he allowed himself to do that. At the very end, he was like, no, I gotta, maybe there's something good here to go with. and for it not to work out. But the thing is, we have to keep in mind they're still the tag champions. That's what's so
really
crazy.
Stands out to me
So
now because
what I think
he's walking out and then he put on his Instagram, "I'm out,"
yeah,
and then drops the blood drop
right.
emoji. So it's like he's saying, I want nothing to do with the bloodline."
But I'm saying that.
So do you?
But what I think happens is
Freebird? Because you can Freebird roll Solo right into the situation. Because I was saying before Solo even got to the bloodline that Solo was basically like that last call to Jimmy, saying, "Look, you ain't got two more mistakes. We have your brother here, and he can just shoot right in and fill your spot." So now it looks like he's going to do that not to Jimmy but Jay now.
Yeah. And what I'm thinking, I don't think necessarily. Here's what I don't think happens. I don't think Jay goes to find Sammy and they become a thing. I don't think that's what's going to happen.
No, because I think he's still disappointed in Sammy.
Right. I think
because he basically turned on Big Goose.
Right. I think what happens now is
Jay takes himself more.
Yeah, Jay. I think he'll be at SmackDown. I do.
SmackDown is going to be both shows going to be very much can't miss. And I'm hoping that we'll be in Charlotte by the time that happens so we can sit down and actually watch that.
I think Jay will be on SmackDown. I think Roman will want answers from Jay. Obviously. I think obviously Roman's going to open the show, obviously. And I love seeing the tweets of like, what is your best acting performance where somebody's yelling? And most of them are just Roman Reigns, different points, which he's been, you think you're me? You think you're me? Solo! Enough. So, all of that, perfect. But yeah, I think it's going to be something like that. But I think.
Just give the entire bloodline to Oscar. Add Sammy to it too.
Yeah. No, here, give the bloodline gets the Oscar. Sammy and Kevin get supporting roles. Seriously, this is brilliant. The whole thing was brilliant.
There is not a current storyline going on right now that is close. Current ongoing that is still there is a pause on the Golden Lover storyline. Put your finger down. until that continues, it is not currently ongoing.
Well, if you want to look for it, it's on Twitter because they're fucking with us.
It's speaking not of which, on TV.
Speaking of which, February 1st, Ibushi's contract with New Japan is officially up. So that means he can go back to doing.
Oh shoot, that's
whatever.
Wednesday.
Exactly. So he can go back to doing whatever.
Wait, that's Wednesday.
Exactly.
You think? Nah. Ain't no way.
If it does, though.
Ain't no way.
Could you imagine, though?
9 times out of 10, I'm wrong. Ain't no way. It's not happening.
If it do, though, I'm calling you.
It's not happening.
If it do, though, I'm calling you.
9 times out of 10, I'm wrong.
So, yeah.
Ain't happening.
Anyway. So, let's talk about how now everybody hates the refs. So...
Everybody hates the refs.
So yeah,
technically, I've been hating the refs since 2006.
Well, you're an exception. I, as a Cowboys fan, have been telling y'all since 2014 when we got screwed over in that playoff game that these refs are garbage.
You think you mean?
And you know what y'all did? Y'all know what y'all did? Y'all called up myself as well as a lot of Cowboys fans whiners.
You think
that we're sore losers.
You think you're me? I just said I've been saying this since 2006.
I know.
I just wasn't LeBron Jamesing out there.
There you go. But yeah, I've been saying this. We have been saying this that the refs are bad. We have been.
Yeah.
And now,
but y'all thought the replacement refs were so bad.
Yeah,
they were pretty.
Yeah,
they were pretty bad.
But then they said, Cowboys fans are just whiners and sore losers.
I mean,
which we are. Some of us are. Which, to be fair, some of us are. Some of us absolutely are. However, when we're right about officiating, and I don't know if you watch Cowboys games like within the last couple of years, you've seen some questionable calls. I know you have.
Oh, yeah, I mean, these refs suck.
Yeah. So
it's horrendous. These refs are like.
So this ain't nothing.
We're setting up a award show called the Ooga Boogas. And I got a feeling that the referees are probably going to be winning the award. For like Ooga Booga Sports.
Yeah, because like let's face it, like y'all, Chiefs fans, well Bengals fans. Well, let's start with the Bengals fans first. First of all, y'all had 2.5 minutes to win that game. Okay.
They had the whole game.
Yeah.
Let's
had the whole game too.
Let's be so for real, as the kids say. No, let's be so for real right now. Patrick Mahomes
was injured
the whole game, basically playing on one ankle. His leading receiver was Marquez Valdes-Scantling. And we just talked about on the last episode about how Joe Burrow had better weapons.
Jamar Chase, T. Higgins,
Jay Chizzy, T. Higgins,
Hayden Hurst.
Yeah, you have Travis Kelce.
Oh, Tyler Boyd.
Yeah, you got Travis Kelce, but he's
CJ P. Joe Mixon.
Marquez Valdes-Scantling, and I think his second best receiver towards the end of the game. Well, I'm talking wide receivers. He had like two. Was Sky Moore. The man that I thought was a running back because I saw his numbers like, wait, 20s? Is he a running back? No, he's a receiver. Oh. Okay, Dexter McCluster. So you got Marquez because who was it? Mecole Hardman came into the game and re-aggravated his injury.
Yep. Yes, he did.
Kadarius Toney also got injured.
Yep.
In the game.
Mm-hmm.
So by the end of the game, they constantly made note that he didn't have receivers to get open. Right. So a lot of times he couldn't do much. And again, I say he's injured, so he can't be Patrick Mahomes.
He can run.
So he was basically, out there doing?
Improvising.
No, he was doing what my quarterback does. And I'm not talking about Geno, I'm talking about my college quarterback. The Heisman winner. Caleb Williams. Think back. Think back to the Pac-12 championship. Caleb Williams is injured that game. Can't do much running, so he has to just find a way.
Yeah, improvise.
And there were moments that he couldn't get anything done, but when he was able to do it, he did it. There was no excuse. Yeah, there was some questionable calls. Yeah, there were some situations where they blew a whistle, and the whistle was so... Random. The crowd was so loud because we're in Arrowhead.
One of the loudest stadiums in the...
It's the loudest.
Even more than...
I'm a Seahawks fan.
Even more?
They're louder.
Huh.
Let's put it this way. Our stadium is built for it to be loud. They're just loud.
That's crazy.
Our stadium, the acoustics in our stadium is just insane. They're just loud.
That's funny.
And there was two moments in the game because the first time it happened, I thought I heard a whistle. I was like,
I thought I did too
because it was a false start and the play kept going. But I was like, did I not hear a whistle?
No, on that play, I thought I saw offside.
It was a false start.
Oh,
so I was like, did I hear a whistle? But the play kept going, so I was like, nah, I didn't hear a whistle. And then he comes up before the snap. False start. I was like, I knew I heard a whistle. And so that's how loud it is. Because again, that play, it was third down and they missed it. They got into the play, he got sacked, but then there was a defensive holding. Now, yeah, that was bad. But they punted the ball right after that.
That's what I'm saying. That's what I'm saying. Like, for real, Bengals fans, what are y'all mad about? Look, I get it.
They didn't score the drive.
I get it. Y'all like Joe Burrow. I like Joe Burrow. But y'all don't have a line. Let's face it.
Yeah, I don't have a line.
Let's be real. Y'all don't have a line. You know how I know? You know how I know? You know how I know y'all don't have a line? Because we beat y'all.
You know how I know y'all don't have a line? Chris Jones is playing like 15 playoff games.
That was his first
sack. 2 sacks.
His first postseason sack in his career.
We're against y'all. So, again, yeah, the refs suck. But y'all didn't help yourselves. And there were moments like there were some amazing defensive
I
plays.
thought they were going to
like
pull that off.
that intercept, that last interception. I was like, I had flashbacks to 2013. Richard Sherman and and I think it was Malcolm. I think it was Malcolm Smith with the tip in the end zone.
Yeah.
Like that's what I saw. But I was like, yo, that's amazing. And those are rookie defensive backs.
I know, that's what made it so amazing.
Which made me think, because one of them are from Cincinnati. Is it safe to call Cincinnati DBU?
Like Cincinnati University?
Yes.
Maybe.
Because think about the defensive backs
Well,
that came from Cincinnati.
Well, because a lot of people call that, they'll
At this
say one of those
point,
places in the SEC.
look at the names. Sauce.
Okay.
Kobe.
Yeah.
Derek Forrest in Washington.
Okay.
And then whoever the heck that guy was.
Fair enough.
All of them came out in the last few years. I think Derek Forrest is a second or third year player. I can ask Courtney later on. But, matter of fact, yeah, let me see. I'm gonna ask her. I can ask her brother, her sister, his sister.
What's his name?
Derek Forrest. Darrick. And I know and crazy thing is none of them are
21.
the best.
21.
So this is third season.
Yeah.
So and the crazy thing is none of them are the best player to come out of Cincinnati.
They really aren't.
The best player to come out of Cincinnati is playing in the Super Bowl. That's the funny part.
T. Higgins? No.
Travis Kelce.
Oh my god. Yeah. I forgot he went to Cincinnati.
Let me see.
They're calling Roman Reigns Thanos. I mean, of course.
Yeah. Absolutely. Oh, Brent Selleck went to Cincinnati. I didn't know that. Desmond Ritter. That's really big in that. Connor Barwin. Didn't he play for the Cowboys?
Who?
Connor Barwin.
Sounds like you would, huh?
Sound like y'all have for a hot minute. But yeah, it's almost time to start calling Cincinnati Defensive Back University at this point. Good googly moogly. I must stay focused. I said good googly moogly. What's wrong with me?
They got you on tape.
What?
They got you recording saying that.
I'm not editing that. I'm not editing that. That's staying in. Nope. Too bad.
WWE.
You heard me. I said it. I don't care.
WWE have announced that the Elimination Chamber will be for the U.S. title, so Sammy's probably going to face Roman at Elimination Chamber.
Yeah, that was basically
in Montreal. He's probably going to die.
Oh, I told you. I told you that was going to happen.
What, Roman? Sammy dying?
Sammy dying is
inevitable. Like
in the words.
Thanos.
No, I was going to use the Murder Hawk Monster.
Oh, everybody
dies. But no, yeah, that's going to happen, and it's going to be amazing because the pop is going to be insane, and the heat is going to be even more insane. That's why I want Roman to be there tonight, because you already know if Roman's there tonight, we're getting similar to what we got after the Raw Mania when he showed up after beating Taker.
What? Why are people surprised that Patrick Mahomes' father is black?
Dog. Wait till they realize he played baseball in Norfolk.
No, that's not what I meant. Like, he said he's smoking on that Joe Burrow.
What did y'all expect?
What?
Did y'all not see Jackson? If anything will give you the idea that Patrick Mahomes the first is a black man just like a Jackson Mahomes. But it's always amazing to see a local legend have his son out there playing football.
Absolutely.
So Patrick Mahomes has ties to Virginia. I don't care. That man probably lived in Norfolk for a hot minute too. Who you got in the Super Bowl though? Well, I kind of I asked that question that I shouldn't know that you're going to say Cincy because you just don't like the Eagles. Congrats to the Eagles, man. That was a disappointing game.
We should have been
really wanted
at that
to
point.
see,
By that degree, we probably were better off in there.
honestly,
We would've put
I
up a
told
better
you,
fight.
like I told you last night, it was a rough situation because I truly believe that if Brock were healthy, or if Jim, because there were rumors out that they thought that Jimmy could have been ready for this game, even if Jimmy were healthy, I think you would have had a better game. But you got to remember, when was the last time Josh Johnson actually played in a meaningful game?
No idea.
I'm gonna show you a picture. And it's going to show you when the last time Josh Johnson played in a meaningful game.
Oh wow.
That's the Arizona Wildcats. No, not Arizona Wildcats. Is it Arizona? Los Angeles Wildcats. My fault.
Was that last year?
No, that was like
3 years
March
ago?
of 2020.
Yeah, before the XFL shut down.
Yeah.
So yeah, it's the first time the Super Bowl will feature 2 quarterbacks of color.
Yeah. There's a lot of big stories here. You got that. Two black quarterbacks. Evidently, the white people would have claimed Patrick Mahomes because he's half white. I was like, well, now you want to claim the half the mixed race. That's cute.
Only
also,
when it's convenient.
Only when it's convenient.
Yeah,
I
said
mean,
it.
to be fair, we have our moments too where we only claim black people when it's convenient. You remember how everybody tried to make it seem like The Rock wasn't fully black? So, oh my gosh, I must stay focused. Oh, where has that been hiding? Golly gee, they look fine.
Yeah, that is right.
Yeah, that's that scary chick.
Yeah. Living dead girl. Abaddon. You're welcome.
Let me go follow her. Do I follow Abaddon?
Stay focused, brother.
Too late. I'm following.
What else?
But honestly, I got Eagles winning.
I mean, what's burning
I
down
think the Eagles have a better. I think the Eagles have a better. The thing that really hurt the Chiefs, the Bengals in this game was the offensive line. The Eagles are not going to have to work with that problem. The Eagles kept. I don't think Jalen took a sack. No, that was the most. All right, forget the Eagles. Let's talk about this.
It was the most LeBron thing ever.
No, and this is why This is why I've been a LeBron hater all my life.
This is why people say Jordan is better than LeBron. I just want
bro,
video for
I
those who
get
don't
it.
know. For those who don't know, on Saturday the Lakers played the Celtics, renewing the rivalry and all that. The Celtics won. What was it? They won by 4.
They shouldn't have won.
They shouldn't have won.
Knowing LeBron, he was probably going to miss those 2 clutch free throws.
They shouldn't have won, but they did. The thing that is going around is LeBron having a full-on meltdown in the middle of Boston as a black man.
Let me put this into perspective.
First of all, it's really funny.
To bring politics into this, you know how conservatives like to laugh at liberals for their meltdowns?
Yeah.
This was that meltdown.
Yeah. Yeah.
And
This is the
politics for the night.
This is the equivalent of that. I was laughing because I thought it was funny because I realized he's getting so much meat. And like clockwork, RDC World was on it. Mark Phillips was on it.
Oh shoot, I haven't seen it yet.
You have
Is it on YouTube?
It I think so. But he was on it.
We might do a reaction to that. Give me
like
one
clockwork.
second.
My brother in Christ was on it.
Give me 1 second. Hold.
Well, it was on TikTok. I saw it on TikTok. My man was.
I'm about to answer that joke right now.
My
Already see
man
one on
was
TikTok?
hot.
We doing that right now.
He was.
All right, shut up, Ray. To Quavion.
My man was not happy, bro.
Yeah, see, no call. Get down my face. Like I said, it's not a call. It's not no. Just get down my face. I'm the senior ref, and I made the right call. He's King James, right? He should be able to take those kind of fouls. Didn't I say to get this out my face? What are y'all doing? What? Mr. Ref, so whatever call you made good.
Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh.
Look at his face the whole time. My man was heated.
Oh my gosh. Shout out to RDC World. He always gets me.
Oh, he's on it. My man's is on it.
Oh, my
Oh
gosh.
man, that was funny.
I was not expecting him to do anything with LeBron until it was almost time for the playoffs. But
Bro,
I
you know, man.
No, but the call, they went ahead and admitted that they should have been a foul.
Yeah.
But, dog, the tantrum? What are we for?
That's why it's so. This is why people say.
Googly moogly.
This is why people say that LeBron is better. That Jordan is better.
Kobe would never.
Kobe.
He
In the Lakers.
Dog,
in the
he would
yellow
stare
Lakers.
you down. And
Kobe-
to take a step from LeBron,
Kobe would have done.
Pat Bev
No,
has got to have one of the most
that was hilarious.
the most hilarious
That was hilarious.
technicals ever. And it's been some hilarious technicals. Like Tim Duncan got kicked out of the game for laughing.
This man
Rasheed Wallace
grabbed the camera.
got teed up for staring down a ref.
He grabbed the camera and said, "Look, that's a foul. I got a technical." Hilarious.
And the funny thing is, Pat Bev had probably one of the bigger highlights of the game. He had an amazing putback dunk.
I did see that. That was very
Bev,
good.
where has that been at? But for him to go back and just do that, I was like, well, that's Pat Bev for you. Man, he got no kind of sense.
Hilarious.
I ain't got nothing else for you, dog.
The collective is running back around. GCW Collective.
Oh, it's almost WrestleMania time.
Yep. 2 Court Scorpio is going to be for the culture.
Oh.
Timothy Thatcher has been announced for Bloodsport.
Timothy Thatcher's going to be on Wednesday as well.
Yep. So yeah, we are ready. I'm ready if you're ready. Also, shout out to Samantha Irvin. Is that her name? Shout out to Samantha Irvin for that introduction at the for the flex at the
Samantha Irvin is great,
at the Royal Rumble.
Shout out to Samantha Irvin. She deserves all the flowers, man. She's been one of my favorite ring announcers over the last year. She's doing her thing. Shout out to her and the real Ricochet, not Ricochet that we talk about on reliving Lucha Underground, revisiting Lucha Underground. My fault. Which y'all should go check that out. New video should be up in a little bit.
Yeah. Chandler Parsons said, "I can watch my French bulldog get ran over by the mailman right now, and I would not react like that."
Hey yo, chill.
Chandler Parsons, dog.
That man is probably the most emotional guy I've ever seen in my life. Emotional damage.
Yeah. Oh no, I might tune in
I'm
on
actually
tonight.
putting videos right here now. So
Seth versus Gable and Corbin versus Gargano for the Elimination Chamber qualifiers.
I said, okay, I do know what I need to add to this clip now. There's one thing I need to add to this clip before I share it. First of all, I need to find my doggone. Here it is, Lucha. But yeah, man, I ain't got too much else to go for you.
Yeah, I want to show you this video of Mark Briscoe before we go. So.
All right. With that being said, man, we get up out of here. Peace, love, pots, hearts, always know the Victor Water. See y'all next week. I got a big vacation going on. I'm going to Charlotte to go watch some wrestling. Be on the PLE Avengers Day. Go check that out on the Peacock app. Out of here.